Hi everyone, my name is Damien. Welcome back to the Chosen Empire YouTube channel. Okay, on this channel we discuss the topics of narcissism, spirituality, and healing. Okay, on today's video we're going to be discussing why the narcissist chose you. Alright, so we're going to talk about why they chose you for their source of supply. Alright, that grade A fuel that they need to carry them through every day. Alright, they can't live without it, and they go through a lot just to secure this narcissistic supply that they need every day. Okay, so we're gonna discuss that. So you already know what the narcissist is. They are very disagreeable people. You know, they have a big need for constant attention, admiration. They lack empathy. You know, the list goes on. Okay, so that's the type of person the narcissist is. All right, they're internally defective. Um, they have nothing to provide to you. They're just a waste of time, in my opinion. You know, but sadly, a lot of people get caught up in these kind of relationship, and most of the times it's the empath with the narcissist, or sometimes you can have two narcissistic people together, and that would just be pure chaos. All right, because both parties are going to be fighting for the power in the relationship right through. Okay, so that's how they operate. But as to what we're going to be discussing, all right, what does the narcissist look for? All right, now the narcissist, they ideally want somebody that is highly empathic, sensitive, and somebody also they like when that person, the source of supply is codependent. They probably don't stand up for themselves. The source of supply probably a bit non-confrontational. You understand? So those are some of the things that the narcissist will look for in their source of supply that they're looking to draw in. Okay, so those are some of the things that they look for. Okay, and also what the narcissist will do, because they have a process that they go through, they're gonna groom you, you understand, as their source of supply. They're gonna also test you. All right, they're gonna crack jokes. They're gonna step all over your boundaries. Maybe you don't even have any boundaries. Maybe you don't even know what boundaries are about. You understand? But boundaries is basically systems you put in place to make sure nobody violate you, your privacy, violate. Just you don't want anybody to violate your boundaries. You understand? So they don't take certain step at you, or you know, try to come at you in certain ways, like, you know, gimmicks and cracking jokes and all of that. All right, because sometimes they might say something sensitive, that you know, or they might say something, or say something to you that they think you're insecure about, and try to pick at that and try to see how you react or you respond, and things like that. So they put you through a whole lot of tests to see how you react to these jokes, and all of that. So it's just to test you. So that's why it's important for you to have strong boundaries. You understand? So you set your boundaries and you don't let nobody violate them. Okay? So if somebody is coming at you saying something to you that you find you might take an offense to, you just relate it to them, let them know, listen, I'm not this type of person, or I don't indulge in this, so if that's the way it's going, you know, just cut it off. Or you know, you have to be upfront like that when dealing with these persons. The narcissists, they are relentless. You understand? So that's part of it. Okay. Also, there are other reasons why they would choose you, or other reasons that they might choose a person for the narcissist to supply. Now, some of these reasons can be superficial, like they want the person they like people that are very attractive, very beautiful, have a fit body, they have status, they have money, they have probably a business, things like that. Because the narcissists, they like to be in the top of everything. You understand? They like to be running that big corporation. They like to have that big position at a company. They like, that gives them a boost, or they like to have status because they feel like people look at them in certain light. You understand? So they do everything in their power to be in these positions, and that's why they always say politicians and all those people are very narcissistic. So those are just few other things that the narcissists look into when choosing a supply. Now, also the narcissists, they like to tell you sad stories, in the beginning of the relationship. Maybe so even the first conversation you might be having with a narcissist. They're gonna tell you that, their father died when they were young, and they're gonna tell you about all kind of trauma they have been abused in it, whatever kind of way. They're gonna pull on your heartstring and see how you respond to that. Okay, so they know what they're doing, and they know how they go about securing their source of supply. You understand? So these are things you have to look out for, all right, and protect yourself. But you have to have strong boundaries, and you stick to those. You don't drop those for anybody, okay? Because at the end of the day, you want peace. You want to be able to go about today or do what you're doing without anyone, crossing your boundaries, trying to violate and try to be rude. You understand? And then they're gonna just play it off and laugh and say, oh, you're too insensitive, oh, you're too this, you're too that. You understand? So you have to be firm in what you do, all right? Regarding the narcissists, and when they try to source you as their grade A fuel that they will need, okay? So you're not just gonna just fall for these games. You're gonna you gotta have to know what you're getting into, and what they're trying to do. All right, because as I said, everything the narcissist does is strategic and intentional. Okay, so they have everything planned out. I don't know. Sometimes it's like it comes in natural for them. All right. With my time running with the narcissist, sometimes you're around people with the narcissist, and you'll be surprised like how quick the brain move. Like they will see this person and they will know, okay, bring up back this or that is happening in this person's life. They know what to ask about, what to talk. And I used to always wonder like how they know how to bring up these things and question, mention about this and that. I always wonder about that. But what you have to remember is that a narcissistic person has been this way since childhood. Like every child has a little bit of narcissistic trait in them. Okay, but however, with good parenting and good environment, good structure, you outgrow that. Okay, your parents will show you the right way. But for somebody that has these narcissistic traits all the way up till adulthood, that's the way they have been functioning all their life. So every day they are actually sharpening these narcissistic tools that they use every day. All right, so when they are gaslighting people, when they are triangulating people, when they are love bombing people, when they are doing all these things, it's something that they do on a regular. Okay, so that's why I always show you, like, as an empath, you grow up in an authentic way. You act in an authentic way. You don't try to put on and try to, impress people or do things like how the narcissist does. So you're not getting up trying to manipulate people and do all these things. That is what the narcissist does. So they are very good at it. So that's why when you see these narcissists become adults, they're already you call them master manipulators. Okay, because this is something that they've been practicing all their lives. All right, it's their way of surviving. It's their way of surviving in society. All right, because they can't handle reality. They can't handle everything that's coming to them. If somebody accuses them of something, if somebody says something that they don't like, or whatever it might be, to the point where it causes a narcissistic injury, they will go berserk. They're just gonna, go into a full-blown rage. Especially if it's a malignant narcissist, that's like one of the worst type. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're able to identify these things, and I hope that a lot of people can get these knowledge and these information and get educated about narcissism before it's too late. Because if you go through narcissistic abuse, it's gonna leave a bad taste in your mouth, and you're gonna take a while to recover from it, because you have to think about healing and healing yourself from these narcissistic abuse you've been getting however long. Okay, and you could be married to a narcissist. By the time you look 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of your life gone, being married to a narcissist, you didn't realize that this person is a narcissist until about 20 years after, 15 years after, 10 years after. So, it's something that you should definitely pay attention to. Okay? So, as I said, those are the reasons why a narcissist could have possibly chosen you as their source of supply. Okay, but at the end of the day, you can get over it. You can, but as I say, you have to put in the work and heal, and just disconnect from that narcissist. Go no contact, and just move on with your life. Don't exchange any kind of have any kind of emotional connection with them. That's why I always tell you, if you have been discarded, or you discard the narcissist, you need to get rid of any and everything that the narcissist ever gave to you as a gift, or anything to remind you of the narcissist. You need to get rid of all of those. All right, because as I said, this fight is not just physical; it's also spiritual. All right, and in upcoming videos to come, you're gonna hear me talk more about the spiritual aspect of narcissism. Okay, so that's it for now. Drop a like, comment, subscribe so you can see future videos, and thank you for watching. Okay, stay narc free. Thank you.